Hello, let's look at the 10 Boliviano banknote. This came out in 2018 and is the smallest denomination from a collection of 10, 20, 50, 100, and 200 Bolivianos. In 2009, Bolivia changed its name from the Republic of Bolivia to Plurinational State of Bolivia. This is the first series of banknotes to be released with the name change. The front of the 10 Boliviano banknote contains 3 individuals and a famous cavern. The leftmost person is Jose Santos Vargas, also known as El Tambor Vargas. Vargas was born in Oruro, Bolivia in 1796 and was orphaned from an early age. He joined the military as a drummer and ended up participating in a republiqueta, which were local militias that declared independence from Spain. Thus, they would constantly clash with the Spanish viceroyalty. He is most known for his 300-plus page diary of his experiences clashing with the Spanish loyalists from 1814 to 1825. He later went on to retire on a farm near Cochabamba. The person in the middle is named Chapiaguasu. He was born around 1863 in southern Santa Cruz as a Guarani servant to ranchers. He eventually escaped and became a religious leader for the Guarani people. The Guarani are a group of indigenous tribes that repeatedly revolted against the Inca, the Spanish, and by the time he was born, the Bolivians, even though at that time they were in peace. Chapiaguasu went on to name himself Apaguaki Tupa, Apaguaki meaning eunuch of God, and Tumpa meaning prophet. In late 1891, the mayor of a nearby town of Cuevo committed a horrible crime against a Guarani girl, and this sparked a rebellion against the Bolivian government, which was led by Apaguaki. While his early ambushes ended in victory, his campaign came to an abrupt end after he was betrayed by a supporter and executed by firing squad on March 29, 1892. Lastly, on the right is Moto Méndez, also known as El Moto Méndez. Méndez was born in 1784 in San Lorenzo, a city in the province of Tarija. Just as Jose Santos Vargas, Méndez fought against the Spanish viceroyalty from 1814 to 1825. He joined the independence movement after hearing about the Revolution of Buenos Aires in 1810. By 1814, he was assisting with logistics, and by 1816, he was militarily involved. During the war, he was captured by Spanish loyalists and sentenced to lose his right arm. Thus, he gained the nickname Moto Méndez. In the middle of the note, we can see a cavern known as Caverna de Umajalanta. Umajalanta comes from the Aymara meaning water that falls and disappears. This cavern is part of the National Park of Torotoro. You can explore this cavern with a guided tour from the nearby town of Torotoro. The Torotoro region is also known for its geology, which exposes previously buried rock. This creates a paleontological playground, exposing all forms of fossils such as the famous dinosaur footprints. Flipping the note, we can see a bird, a plant, and an island. The island is called Fish Island and it is located in the Uyuni salt flats. The Uyuni salt flats is the world's largest salt flat and has a mirror-like aspect during the rainy season between January and March. Fish Island was named for the fish-like shape the island creates during the rainy season. Just like Umajalanta Cavern, this place can be toured via tour guide from an adjacent town, in this case, Uyuni. Moving to the fauna, in the middle of the note we can see the giant hummingbird. As the name suggests, it is the largest known member of the hummingbird family and can be found in Uyuni and several other Andean regions. To the right we see a plant known as Queen of the Andes, with the scientific name of Puya Raimondi. Just as the name implies, it can be seen across several high elevation areas in the Andes. The banknote has several interesting high security measures to prevent counterfeiting. There are several features that require high precision printing, such as the alignment of the diagonal dashes to the sides of the note. The banknote is made of cotton. It is interlaced with UV fibers. On the bottom right, you can see a small square with a pattern, but when you change the angle, the denomination appears. Several numbers and words are slightly raised to the touch. There is a security band that changes to the color blue when changing the angle of the light. Flashing light through the note reveals a watermark of El Tambor Vargas, the number 10, and a drum. The light will also create the number 10 using a silhouette from the back of the note. The back of the note also contains a color-changing silhouette of the giant hummingbird. This banknote also contains several beautiful UV features that can only be seen with a blacklight. On the front, the blacklight reveals the Bolivian coat of arms and signatures from the members of Bolivia's central bank. The security strip changes to red, yellow, and green, representing the country's flag. The series of the bill along with the UV fibers are also highlighted. On the back of the note, we can see a 10 on the middle of the note along with a highlighted Queen of the Andes. The individuals represented in this series of notes are meant to highlight the plurinationality and diversity of cultures within Bolivia. The other denominations continue to expand on this concept and explore the history of other regions.